Good afternoon. I'm just going to check if we are live because this tells me we're live, I just want to make sure that I am live with you. If you're here and you can see me, then give me a thumbs up, say hello in the comments. That would be absolutely marvelous if you could do that. Would massively help me and make sure I'm in the right place. I think we are live. I hope you are well. I really hope that you are doing okay. And I really hope that you have managed to have some downtime over the festive period, because Lord knows we needed it. Absolutely needed it. So happy new year to you all. I'm not a huge one for New Year's resolutions. If you are and they work for you, then brilliant. But I'm not a massive fan of New Year's resolutions. I find that I make them, and by the end of the second week of January, they've gone out the Swanee completely, because life just takes over. So instead, I am doing some small things to make some tweaks to things that I want to improve on. So upskilling myself. Sorry if you can hear that. The dog is 3 floors down, but we've come back from being somewhere really quiet over Christmas, and now he's barking at everything that's going past the door. So one of my small tweaks this year is to retrain my eldest dog to not bark at everything that walks past the window. That might take some time. But yeah, so I'm looking at some tweaks that I can undertake. And some of those include things around exercise. I've signed up to do 1,000 miles this year. If you want to know more about that, let me know. I won't be sharing it here, but it's something I've decided to do to improve my fitness levels. Also, things around reading and development, because I love sharing information with you. I love training. I love facilitating conversations, but there's been a number of changes and developments that I know I need to get better skilled at, and I need to update myself on, not just in terms of the law, but also in terms of how I run the business, how I run the Safeguarding Association, and what's best there as well. Now, with that in mind, in terms of how we can upskill ourselves, how we can improve our knowledge so that we can better support our staff, we can better support our students or the young people that we work with, I have some offers for you for January. Those of you who've been following me for a while will know that I am really keen on professionals keeping up to date and to keep their training current, but not just as a tick box exercise, which I think sometimes when we're busy, when we are rushing, when we just know we've got to get it done, for expediency and perhaps economically, we want to get it done as fast as possible. I don't really fit in that camp at all. I'm very much you pay for what you get, and you also need to give yourself time to properly digest what you are taking on board, whether that's initial training program or whether it is a refresher training program. So you will not see any of my courses that are face-to-face being less than half a day at all. If you are brand new to a DSL role, or you're managing a team and you've got some new designated safeguarding leads starting, they will need to undertake designated safeguarding lead training. Now, let me be really clear. I absolutely encourage every designated safeguarding lead to go to their local safeguarding partnership and to do their DSL training course. I'm not saying that because I think they're really good quality. I can't attend them all, so I can't possibly tell you what's good quality or what isn't. But what I can tell you is they are important because they will give you the update you need in terms of local practice and procedures, which, as we all know, varies up and down the country. There is such variety in the way we work as there are as many local authorities. So it's important that you understand what happens internally in terms of your referral process to the local authority and how that operates. That being said, personally, I don't think that a 3-hour course equips a brand new designated safeguarding lead to confidently undertake that role. If, for example, they were left on their own and had to undertake that role for more than a couple of hours. It's a difficult role. It's a tough role. Those of you who've been doing it for years will have knowledge that you've accumulated over time. But people brand new to it, it can be really, really tough. So I have a 2-day training program for brand new designated safeguarding leads. It covers everything that Keeping Children Safe in Education 2021 and Working Together to Safeguard Children 2018 updated in 2020 says you need to know. But it also has the time, the space, and the case studies for those brand new designated safeguarding leads to dive in and be able, in a really, really safe way, make sure that they know what they're doing. So you as a lead, you as a manager, can be really assured that when they go into the workspace after undertaking that course, they know what they are doing and they know what they need to do and are confident to do it, because that's the important bit. Are they confident to do the job that they've been asked to do and that they're being paid to do, in amongst probably a multitude of other roles as well? So that course is running from the 27th to the 28th. That's a Thursday and Friday, last weekend in January. And that's £499 plus VAT per person. You do get a certificate of attendance because I know how much they mean to you. So I know you need to have certificates of attendance to prove that you've been there. So you will get a certificate included as part of that price. And there's also a separate learning platform where delegates will go and meet their attendees. It's all done online, so no traveling, no need to be away paying for travel costs, accommodation, anything like that. We do it all via Zoom. And I'm told that the 2 days disappears really, really quickly. I love them. I love having those conversations. I love the depth, the knowledge, and the skills that professionals uncover and come out with. So that's 2 days, designated safeguarding lead initial training on the 27th and the 28th of January 2022. So that's my first offer for you. My second offer is that I know many of you are starting your process of reviewing your policies and procedures. You are doing that either ahead of Ofsted or because it's coming up and you are looking at the changing guidance, looking at what's happening, and you are starting to review and audit what your safeguarding policies and procedures look like. I offer a full audit package, but for January, I'm offering a paperwork only audit. So we'll review your paperwork. You send it to me. We'll have a conversation. I will go through your paperwork and I will give you a written report and recommendations at the end of that process. It's a short process. I can turn them around. If you get in quick, I can turn them around inside a week for you so that you have the, as soon as I get the paperwork, we can review it and you'll get a report by the end of the week and we'll agree the week that we start. And that offer is a third of the price currently of the full audit. And so the offer there is £997 plus VAT, and I will audit all of your safeguarding paperwork, probably more than your safeguarding paperwork because safeguarding reaches into every facet. So I'll look to see where it links and how you can improve that. So if you want to have a conversation about how the audit or the review can help you, then send me a message and we can have this conversation and get you booked in, because I anticipate this will be quite a popular process. I've had lots of queries around audits and reviews recently. So if you want to get in and have your paperwork reviewed, that's let me know ASAP. And if you're looking at a full audit, let's have a conversation about how that could work and get some time in the diary. And finally, I'm going to take a slurp of coffee. finally, my final offer to you is for those of you who are working really closely with a local authority. So you will be lead, safeguarding lead. I know some of you have designated safeguarding leads all over the place, but this is for the person who is overall responsible for safeguarding, who also does all of that connection work with the local authority. And I ran this last year. It was popular. It was really, really well received. And it's my Beyond the Referral 6-week program. It covers all of the steps and processes and the legal framework that you need to understand in order to best support the young people you work with. We will myth bust like mad what happens once the referral's gone into the local authority. We will go through what happens in a Section 47 investigation. We will talk about what Section 20 actually means. We will talk about what can happen at a child protection conference, how it should be run. We'll talk about timescales. We will talk about the legalities of it. We will talk about all of the guidance that sits around so that you, as a designated safeguarding lead, sitting there feeling really, really frustrated that local authorities don't appear to be taking you seriously or seem to be circumventing processes, can sit there and can say confidently and with authority what they should be doing. And you can appropriately challenge with the authority behind you the local authority's decision making, and in particular what the IRO's views are, and make sure that any arguments you're putting forward have the right framework around them and you can word them correctly in order to hopefully trigger the right response from the local authority. Those that attended last year said that they really enjoyed it and have been using the skills and the knowledge that we talked about, that they learnt over the 6 weeks last year, to really good use, and are doing really, really well in order to really challenge some of the interesting behaviour that's been going on, particularly as a result of COVID. So if you want to be part of that, if you want to come and join us, that starts on the 1st of March 2022. It's an evening programme. It will be over the course of 6 weeks, so that will take us right up to Easter. It's 2 hours every Tuesday. Halfway through, we will have a one-to-one. You get the opportunity to check in. We'll do a 2-hour webinar, and then you get 30 minutes Q&A at the end of it. Also, if you're there live, you'll be able to ask questions as we're going through. Everything is recorded. You will have your own learning space as well, where you can ask questions during the week. There will be supporting training material also. And as I say, it was really, really well received last year. The price currently for our 6-week course is $597 plus VAT. That will be going up at the end of January. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to come in and to book your place on our 6-week course starting on the 1st of March 2022, probably at about 7 o'clock in the evening. And as I say, the price is $597 plus VAT for 6 weeks. That will go up at the end of January. If you've got any questions, if you want to have a conversation to see if it's right for you, then send me a message and let's have a conversation. I will put all of the links to these offers in the group so you can see them as well. Any questions, as always, feel free to ask. Don't forget, we've got our roundtable first of the year on Wednesday. And I look forward to seeing as many of you there as possible. If you've got questions about anything I've shared today, then pop into our roundtable as well and let's have a conversation. Have a lovely day, and I will see you later.